Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So our next video is regarding alerting of SIM alerts. So now we have collected the alerts from the logs, we have collected logs, we have processed logs from into the format that is good for analyzing. We have also stored the logs up to this point. So we collected the log, aggregated, processed them. We also have a storage for logging, and now we need to detect abnormal behavior using the data we have and then generate alert. So timely occurrence of alert varies depending on our search speed. So for a log which is created today, we want to create a warning immediately instead of generating an alert that is after 2 days. Obviously, so as we have mentioned in the previous article, a suitable storage environment should be created, and the alarms we will create for the SIM will usually be suspicious and has to be investigated. This means that alert must be optimized and not trigger in large numbers. So how to create an alert? By searching the stored data. Next, creating an alarms while taking logs. For example, you can create an alert using the logs that new user which is who is added to global administrator. You can create an alert for this, right? 15 login failed in 3 minutes with the same IP. So in order to create a quality alert, you should understand the data that you have, and some of the techniques are blacklisting, whitelisting, and long tail log analysis. Now, what is blacklisting? It can be used to catch undesirable situations. Once you know that this situation is not that desired and you do not prefer this situation or this incident, for example, we can collect the prohibited process names. For example, mimikatz.exe. This is something that is used in pen testing. So mimikatz is a prohibited process name, and then write them to a list. So you have all the prohibited process names, you have written them to the list. Now, if a process in that list appears in the log, you just create a log. Similarly, an alert can be generated when there is a device that creates and accessed a banned IP list, right? When a device is trying to access to a banned IP, you can also tune an alert for that. It is easy to manage and implement, but that is very easy to bypass. And for example, if the name Mimikatz is used instead of this, no alert will trigger, right? Because you have just generated an alert for this name. For this name. Now, whitelisting. Unlike blacklisting, it is used for desired situations. When you feel that this incident is expected to occur, a list of IP with normal communication can be kept, and if communication is made with an address other than this list, we can generate an alert. So this method is highly effective, but it's difficult to manage, and the list needs to be constantly updated. The next is long tail log analysis. Assume that the behaviors that occur are normal. An event ID this, an account was successfully logged on. Log is constantly occurring on a device with this method. We should take it as normal and approach the least occurring log with suspicions. So good post about long tail analysis is this. You can catch suspicious situations. Can you help us with, okay, now we have this quiz. So I have two IPs that are certain to be malicious, that you believe they are malicious. I want to create an alert when these are accessed. With which method should I use? You are sure that these when you are sure that this has to happen. Blacklist. The whitelist is not very effective but also very easy to manage. False, because you have to update the list. Great. Next is start quiz, which is not the log collection method. You can collect logs via agents, agentless, via scripts, manual scripting, but via USB drive you cannot. Great. Moving next. Which one is not the cons of agentless log collection? Agentless log collection के no benefits क्या हैं? Difficult to monitoring agent health, not possible to implement filter, not required log collection software. No, which is, yeah. So this is not a con. Great. Next. Maximum packet size that can be sent to UDP is 1024, and for TCP I guess it was double. Yep. Moving next. Which one is not the skill of a log aggregator? Aggregator analysis, because analysis is the work of an analyst. You're using hash blacklist for this. How to attack? How can attacker bypass it? Mimikatz.exe, mimikatz eco11. Yeah. Select correct one about whitelist method. Whitelist is highly effective but is difficult to manage. Why indexing is important for storage technology? Indexing is important because of accessing the data fastly. Which one is correct about long tail analysis? This is not a no. Least common events are most useful. No, most common events. Most useful. Least common are most useful. Okay. Select correlation about brute force. Brute force is 15 login with the same IP. Which one of the four features you should pay attention to when you're storing a log? Search speed. I got one wrong, that was this. Okay. So let's wrap this video here only. We'll start with another course or in another lecture in the next video series. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Do subscribe the channel too for more such videos, as the videos drop every day at 1:30 a.m. IST timing. Thank you.